Yes, Robert, thank you. I almost was going to shut the show down before getting to this game. I had skipped it. It was in the list. I just missed it. Skipped over it accidentally. Here it is.
Yeah,
this is
Vanderbilt,
Alabama. Alabama 9.5-point home favorites, 56.5 the total. It's Vandy or nothing. Now, I know this spot is triple circle on Alabama's schedule for losing at Vanderbilt last year. You know they've got this game circled. You know they'll be ready to play. You know they're going to want redemption. But I cannot, in any way, shape, or form, bet against Vanderbilt as an underdog. Just can't do it. Won't do it.
Not pretty tough.
Pavia, not with Clark Lee. That program's trending upward. And even with everybody knows the revenge narrative that Alabama lost at Vandy last year. And yet, despite that, Alabama, which opened like a 12-point favorite in this game, and all the money's poured in on Vanderbilt early in the week. It's all
11.5. Down to 9.5.
And I think part of it, too, is, you want to beat Vanderbilt, but beating them is good enough. I don't think margin is not necessarily what Alabama's after. Not to mention Alabama's coming off a gutted-out, physical, intense game against Georgia that they hung on and they won. So how much have you got left to turn around and play? And one thing about Vanderbilt, they're a physical football team, very physical. And is Alabama going to be able to play 2 physical games in a row following the gutted out win against Georgia on Saturday night? So, like I say, there's just some things I don't do, and one of them in college football is bet against Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt as an underdog, where they have been cash cows, money-making machines for the last couple of seasons. So I get the revenge narrative. It's still a clear pass for me.
But coming off the big game here. Yeah. I'll take it. Yeah, coming off the big game against Georgia and the big win for them. Simpson looked really, really good. Defense made enough plays. I know if you got that was the number I think tip, but I think they're live just because Pavia, and I think Vandy's going to have a really good game plan, even though this is circle big for Bama. But even bigger than that, my play here is the under. Under, and this total's too high.
75 points last year between them, but different season. Yep.
Under for this game. Pavia's got to hold the ball. I think they don't want to get in the shoot. Now they won that last year, but I think they can do it. One thing is, though, Vandy, they've coasted to these wins a little bit the last few weeks. Even Utah State scoring some points. But I think you keep the ball away from Alabama, keep that defense on the field, especially on the road. They're not at home. Vandy was at home last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I remember that game, 40-37. So, under here, and I think Vandy could hang around. We will see. See what Bama's made of. This would be huge if they could win by double digits, after the Georgia win, especially after losing game 1 versus Florida State. So I think they're going to have a pretty good game plan here. I just know Pavia, the kid, he's got moxie, as they say. And that offense has really been worked better than it's a little bit who they played. We just talked about some very bad defenses, but I think both sides come to play. This should be a great football game.
I believe this is Sean McDonough and Greg McElroy doing this game for ABC. I don't know. I think though it's going to be those two because it's at the 3:30 window, this particular game. But like I said, I think it's the total I am really having a hard time with because Vandy is all of a sudden big plays on offense, explosive plays on offense, scoring a bunch of points.
Yeah. This is a better defense, though.
Overs, but Alabama's defense has gotten better from that Florida State game. There's no question. They have definitely gotten better on defense. And, Vandy, they gave up points to Utah State, but part of that, I think, was just flat spot, a little sleepy, and, big lead.
Hey, and sometimes these SEC games just turn into a shootout. It's like the old Pac-12, the crazy games later. I mean, they just go wild with points. And that game did last year.
Yeah.
That game did.
Yeah. And it did last year. There was big plays. Defense wasn't very good on either side. I'll say this, though, to back up anyone, CMAC likes the under. To back up anyone liking the under, I'll say this. Alabama's, normally they play relatively decent pace and tempo, and that's the way it's been for teams coached by Kalen DeBoer, but they have not been overly fast this year under Kalen DeBoer, quite honestly, Alabama. We've seen their seconds per play numbers tumble just a little bit. They are 106th, Alabama, in seconds per play, 28.2. And obviously Vanderbilt has always been near the bottom in pace. 30.8 seconds per play, 131 in the country in seconds per play, Vanderbilt. So if you're betting the under solely based on tempo and pace, it's probably going to be an under pace in this game. You're just hoping you get the under offensive
stops
to go with it.
Yeah, and if it, yeah, punts, stuff like that. Yeah,
no doubt.
Long drives.
Yes.
Pavia running around. Yeah.
All right, that's a great game though. Looking forward to it and see how Alabama responds after getting beaten in Nashville last year by Vanderbilt. Great stuff.
Yeah,
Great
it's the
show.
game of the week. Game of the week.
Yeah, people will argue maybe Florida State, Miami, but I think
I guess so. Okay. But
yeah, no doubt. Great stuff. Great show. TransCanada, Oldie, Robert Franklin, Andrew G, Wallow, Robert Carlson. The real TP has been a champion of comments during the show. So great comments and thoughts from him, Andrew G. Like I said, everyone else that was in here, Oldie, of course, thank you for his support. Gorky as well, new members to the YouTube channel. Talk Sports with JT, Nick Alvento, appreciate Chris Warren. We appreciate everyone here. Daryl Turner, like I said, a great crowd. Adam Westbury, great crowd, of course, here on the show, joining us here in the chat. So we thank all of you for that. Let me see if I missed anyone at the start. Devin the Dude, thank you again. Like I said, great support here on the YouTube. Kong's Clips, of course. Hope you have another great week. Donnie Warren, Jorge Herrera, thank you to everyone here. Joey Moses, PlayStation 3, Gameplay, Daniel Abuna, everyone here joining us on the show. Timothy Hake, we appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you for the kind words, and thank you for the support of the YouTube channel and the new members. Make sure you become a member if you want that bonus content that we're going to be rolling out Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. That is our members only Hitting the Book show, where we hit NFL for the weekend, group of 5 college football games. We
college football
questions from our YouTube members to ask us questions for any game they want answered. So that's on Friday, just for you guys, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, our members. Make sure you check that out. We're going to have some MLB playoff video picks posted to the channel in the next 24 hours for the Tuesday and Wednesday wild card games. So we'll have some of that as well. And of course, we're back here for our next live edition of College Football Hitting the Books next Monday, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. CMAC, great show as always. Love working these shows with you. Anything to add before we wrap it up?
Yeah, it's always better done here going through the college football card on a Monday at year in and year out. You can't beat it. And shout out to everyone that's in here and that watches the videos. We appreciate it. To all the real ones and all the college football lovers out there of their teams. It's always great. Some of them went down or didn't cover, but the comments are amazing. Amazing. Like we haven't done this a long time. But shout out to all the members. Hit the like button on the way out. We appreciate all you guys. Yeah, the baseball playoff, some vids, and then Friday, go through the NFL. I'll hit up some props for the week as well, and then hit up all these small college football games. That's when just hit us up with all those games, questions, and stuff like that. And become a member if you can. We appreciate all you guys and appreciate the support. It means a ton. Keeps us rolling here, at Hitting the Books. So thank you.
There you go. Great stuff. Shout out to everyone for the support. Hit the like. Apparently, Minnesota Twins have fired Rocco Baldelli. I kind of expected that they were going to go in that direction. So
Giants fired
Bob Melvin out
too. Bob Melvin, yeah. Saw that.
Couple of teams not making the playoffs, looking for new managers here in the off season.
And the Giants, tough. Now they win those World Series, being kind of cheap, great rosters, and now they're spending money and not winning games.
Yeah, it's still.
I kind of get a laugh about it, but that's my own.
As a Dodger fan, you should.
Yes.
Great stuff. Great show. Hit the like button on the way out. For Connor Mack, I'm Ian Cameron. Enjoy the week in college football and good luck. And we will be back next Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific for another edition of the College Football Hitting the Books show. Until then, class dismissed.